Hey everybody, it's Buzz, continuing our playthrough of the Path of Champions. Today, we're taking on the 1-star quest, the Might of Demacia. We'll be doing battle against Garen with our 2-star Evelynn. So, to get you familiar with Evelynn, she has the star power level 2. She gets the +1 starting mana. The first time you kill a follower each round, you get a fleeting copy of that follower. And then the big one for Evelynn, when you level up an allied champion, you give your allies everywhere +1/+1. So not too much to look at with the deck since we are such a low champion level, but I am going to be trying the Chameleon's Necklace. This is a popular choice amongst Reddit as a starting item for Evelynn because she's so very important to draw every game. So if you're starting with the 2 additional copies of Evelynn in your deck, then you get a pretty good chance of drawing her. So we'll give that a go. That's what I'm going to be shooting with today. Let's see what we can do. Need one of those Redditors to tell me how to click on the button a little bit easier. The hardest part of every challenge, getting into the adventure. Okay, let's head on in. Onto the powers. What do we got? Something cool. Game started draw 2. I had to double check and make sure that we hadn't actually already finished this one, but it's good. We're good to go. So we have when you summon an ally Granite Fury, it's a dragon. That's a pretty reasonable start with Evelynn. I'm pretty sure all of these summon abilities, or all of these husk killing abilities count for this stuff. Let me just get a double check before we get into the future rounds, and so whether or not the Evelynn kills and the husk kill things count towards these kind of ideas. Pretty sure it does, but I'm usually wrong. So, so let's take a peek. All right, Warden's Prey on the board. Oh shit, we could have just started with Sultur. I'm losing it. I'm losing it today, fam. Forgetting we're starting with all these bonus manas and everything. Life can be fairly hard. All right, get that big point of damage in. Follow up with Evelynn, and then I'll be set. I'll know how everything works from this point forward. I assure you, nothing can go wrong through the remainder of this playthrough. So let's see. Evelynn comes down. She eats the thing. See if she gets that +1/+1 on the Fury. So many abilities, so many flashies. Let's take a look. Where you at? 5/6, 6/7 from just the ability? Right? Nexus is +1/+1 dragon, but not from Fury. Got it. Alright. We've done our learning for the day. Feels good. You just need a little bit of learning each day. Not a lot, you know, just a little. Alright, let's flip this Evelynn again. Call it a day. Look at that. Eat all those yummy units. Get all those bonus stats. Fresh husk in hand. Looking good. So I can't quite tell how I decide how I feel about this. It is nice starting with these extra Evelynns. She does do the big strike thing with her flipped copy, but I really like playing Evelynn with Overwhelm. That's what we did in the previous video. We're able to crash through for all this extra damage. It's a problem you commonly see in Constructed as to where you get a board full of big stats, but then you can't actually deal damage with your big stats because your opponent just blocks everything that you do. And so Evelynn can get all these big stats, but not necessarily deal the damage every turn. So we'll see. Here, I'm just going to pick up the Mobilize. The game shouldn't be going to turn 7, so no reason to take those expensive bros there. And with our choices now, not the strongest set. I think picking up Braum is okay. We've got an Overwhelm unit in the Mighty Poro, and then Braum is kind of strong when it comes to having the bonus stats. And so if we kill off a Husk with Braum and he gets the plus power and then gets to attack and challenge and regenerate and stuff, all in all, pretty strong stuff. So here with the Larnt Bladekeeper, he lets you give a unit +2/+2 or something. I don't quite remember. I'm going to be heading for the champion item chest, though. So, onto the Plucky Poro. When one of the foe's units survives damage, grant it +1 attack. Coming for you, Poro. Alright, let's just get rid of everything. Look for something cheaper. I guess we ought to hang on to an Evelynn. Ugh. Ugh, I just want these. Here we go. Just give me some of these 2-drops. That's all we're looking for. All right, Salter. Let's get to battle. So we can add the Warden's Prey, kill the Husk. We'll get the Husk back in hand. We can then replay the Husk because we got all this mana. Then we can add Evelynn next turn, ready to flip, ready to cause some chaos. Let's see how it goes. Both flipping and causing chaos. Nice.
See what's beneath while I see what's inside.
All right, you got anything good, opponent? Our board's ready to pop off. Durandi Sculptor, I don't think that's what you were looking for. So we're crushing pretty reasonably here. Again, this is why I kind of liked Overwhelm on Evelynn instead of going for the necklace. But I guess the flip side of that argument is if you don't draw Evelynn, it doesn't matter if she has Overwhelm. And so, you know, I get it. I know what you're talking about. I don't have to like it, but just I can still get it and not like it. Okay, but here's what I was talking about with Braum, right? He's got the big boy stats now. He can get into combat with anything. He's ready to do some sweet challenges out here. Locked and loaded in terms of finishing off this game.
What does he want from me? That was hot.
All right. Get in here, Mighty Poro. Everybody gets the stats. Look at that. Mountain of stats out here. All right. Is that going to end it? We finished. Dead opponent. GG. Much strength with the 2 stars. Alright, anything cool? Very expensive stuff here. Might as well pick up the Vora. At least she makes a husk. I doubt we'll ever cast her for this second fleeting copy, but, you know, we're cruising through here. It's not anything to really worry about. But Ancient Coin for Evelynn sounds fantastic. Get to play her a turn earlier. Then on to battle with the Fleet Feather Tracker. So at the game start, the foe summons a Fleet Feather Tracker. Bringing that 1 unit upon us. Bird looks so mad. Why are you so mad, Bird? Alright, what do we got? We'll hang on to this Viper Worm. We can play it on the first turn. See if we can't find an Evelynn with our mulligan. There she is. Oh, so many damages. Keep hitting the Fury Husk. We don't need it. We already got the Fury. Everybody has Fury. It's okay, though. I guess it's a first world problem we're dealing with.
Maybe I'll satisfy her cravings.
All right, all the animations. Get ready to watch them.
See what's inside.
Then it'll be time for battle. We got our emotes set. Good deal. It's always a worry of mine that I forgot to set my emotes, especially as we're at the beginning of these playthroughs. We're good though. We're set.
Back on the prowl.
Right, Braum's ready to battle. I'll show you the true challenger here, Fleet Feather Tracker. There's this big old Braum coming through. There you go, tons of stats. Don't think we'll be able to close next turn, but we're getting pretty close to lethals. We hit Overwhelm. Fearsome might get us there. The Fearsome on the Husk. Alright, we'll just add these husk makers to the board. Get our giant collection of stats. See if we can't just punch through.
Settle this with grace and civility.
You finished the last group already? Fragile balls.
Most animations 2022. We got it.
I love it when they.
This is fun, yes?
A little short. A little short. It's okay. The game should be done, but maybe the overwhelm is just too much, and that these games are easily over. We're just gonna have to deal with a few extra clicks.
I want more.
Alright, I'm not doing anything, Silverwing Vanguard. I'm just passing. I'm just passing. The squad's ready to attack. Send them. Not pushing no buttons. Not making any challenges. Just sending the squad right to the middle. GG.
See? Trust bro.
Alright, so what do we got? Nothing I'm super interested in. I don't really want the nab off the Bethel the Elder, and I guess the Elder works for our deck, right? Where you can pretty easily hit Evolve with all the husks. Fine. Fine. That's a strategy for another day. But here, let's head on into the epic item chest, see if we can't find something cool. Invoke on Elixir of Iron, don't want. Spirit Stone on Soltur, not that great. Scout on the Poro's kind of interesting since he's going to be kind of big, but let's just keep re-rolling and see if we can't find something big for one of our high-powered cards. Nothing here that we want. Ephemeral copies of the Viper Worm don't work, right? Doesn't he just strike something? Maybe the ephemeral copy does, but I'm not excited about that. Grant your strongest ally an epic item. There we go. Elixir of Iron, you'll get the job done. Onto the healer. Let's just cut something expensive. What do we got? Steam. 6 mana, bro. No, thank you. Onto Ash. So at the round start, if the foe has the attack token, you frostbite the player's weakest unit. Alright, we got the Soltur for our turn 2. No Evelyn's in sight, though. Uh-oh. Are we going to have to do battle without her? Can we handle it? I don't know.
Plenty of fire to go around. Busy tonight.
How about now? Interesting with the frostbite. I didn't stop to think about the frostbite coming in and hitting the husk.
I should stamp you out like the insect.
Somewhat useful, I guess.
Impress me.
We're just canceling all of Ash's abilities. All right, let's start boosting up some of these husks. Let's add in the Elder, kill the husk, add it to our hand. Then does it come into hand as a 1/1? No, that's too bad. I thought that we might be able to get this big chain of husks going to where it continues to draw and we just replay it each turn, but
My time.
it's not the way the rules work apparently.
Never stop. I will do what I can.
Stay back.
This opponent we can deck. Oh, you always got to worry about this at these early level adventures if you can use the nabs to deck your opponent. Doesn't look like that's going to be a case here, but
I will.
I'm on the lookout. I'm on the watch.
You are nothing. Worthless. Impress me. As the arrow flies.
All right, just keep taking this damage. I don't think Ash is going to kill us. I mean, I guess we do have some minor concerns going into the next attack to where she might be able to frostbite our whole team, but I don't think I'm super worried about it.
Kneel.
Maybe we just go for the kill. Nah. Got to make a sad noise as as these turns come about. All right, we'll play the hate spike.
Don't waste my time.
Alright, but now we got this big boy Braum we can put on the board. He's going to have a ton of stats. He's going to be ready for battle. Hopefully this is enough to close it down.
There's a scent in the air. Can't afford to miss. Firstly, show me your best.
Look at you, Braum. You got all the stats. You're doing all the growing. Making all the poros come out. Looks good.
A chill in the air.
Impress me.
Alright, next turn. So we should be fine now. See if he has another Ash. I guess that would be kind of problematic, but I ain't scared. I ain't worried about it. Braum's still ready to block.
Don't waste my time. Impress me.
This is a bit more of a grind when you don't have access to that. Don't have access to the Evelynn out here, making things a little bit easier.
Don't waste my time.
Ivora, get in, get all those big juicy stats. Just need a little bit more time.
Impress me.
Elusive.
Ice runs in our veins.
There she is. Ready now.
That's my aura.
Ready for that animation.
See what's beneath.
We need a nice Azir quest. We need an Azir with a Sun Disk to where we pop the Sun Disk every game. Get to watch that movie. Haven't played with the Sun Disk in ages. Sure.
Gotcha.
I think we'll be able to lethal here. So let's see. We got a Frostbitten unit. Got another Challenger. Got a Braum. And we have 14 damage behind. Sounds good. See ya, Ash. G. G.
Let's do this again sometime.
Give me those champion items. What have we got? Evelynn. Evelynn with the Colossal Hammer sounds pretty decent, right? Just smash on in a little bit harder. Sure. All right, on to the powers. What do we got? Allies have 1/1 for each keyword. Beautiful. Smash right through this one. Evolution is quite powerful. And so, Scribe of Sorrows, he lets you buy bad powers, or we can go to the gold chest. Let's go to the gold chest so we don't add any more cards to our deck. So, onto the Proving Grounds. The foe's units have +0/+1. Oh, man, we're just going to get so many stats. I mean, with Evolution with Evelynn, right, it has to put the stats onto the unit, onto the husk, and then the husk transfers all the stats to the unit and then gives it the keyword so it grows again. I think that's how it works. That's how it should work. Even if it's not how it works, it's how it should work, right?
Don't worry. It's not my
All right, get this Evelynn going.
Make me feel.
Everybody gets Fury right from the start. Pretty cool.
Come on in. How can Brom help?
This is what the Scar Grounds are all about, Unscarred Reaver. Look how massive this Braum already is.
See what's beneath
Feels good.
my eye.
Feels good.
See what's inside.
Drop a little cupcake on that.
That's it.
All right, we should be calling this one a day real soon. We can start dropping Elixir of Irons if we want, just to put the keywords onto stuff. We'll see. We'll see.
I do love watching you work. So do my victims. At least
All right, a nice 12-13 domination. Not a bad way to spend 2 mana. right, this is looking good. Mighty Poro, you ready to finish off the game? You're our only overwhelmer. Alright, opponent playing a dude like it matters. Let's crush him.
My shield is my sword. We should be friends.
I'm ready. Maybe.
Got him. Easy game.
The day is ours. Now we eat.
Now we eat. Alright, so what do we got? Nothing that I really want. I guess we'll just stack in the Viper Worm. It only costs 2. Yeah, the easy choices here at the beginning of the trials. Alright, gold chest, thanks for the treasure. Into the shop. Got any good... Oh, back up, please. Got any good powers? Don't want frozen thralls. Don't really want time and dedication. Just takes up spaces on our board. Do not want to increase the cost of Salter. I could see picking up a Jagged Butcher, starting with the Challenger, but I don't think we need any of this stuff. I'm just going to head to the Champion item chest and then go maul Garen pretty hard. And so, round end, the foe's units heal 1. I would be surprised if any of the foe's units survived a single combat. What do we got? There's an Evelynn. Let's mulligan and look for a 2-drop. We'll be calling it a day here really soon. You don't want to battle with our 5/4 dragon? You could have healed at the end of the turn, though. You could have healed. Come on, Omen Hawk.
Way. I'm game for anything.
Okay, a little bit of damage coming through. Could have looked to get that opposing Omen Hawk on the board. No thanks.
My sweet. I do love watching you work. So do my victims. At least.
Alright, the Overwhelm Husk. Beautiful. We might be able to finish next turn.
Something to something a little more painful.
Might be able to do it. I don't know. This game's really close. This game is really close.
Impress me. That's it. Don't waste my time. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. Alright, Vora. It's your turn.
Laura, looking for satisfaction?
Look at all those stats coming out on the board. Feels nice. Got a 20 power Overwhelm in Vora. Only a 13 power Overwhelm in Evelynn. Is that enough? We need to play another unit. Let's play another unit. Just to be sure, right? Nothing has Challenger, though. Opponent gets to pick and choose how they want to block. Don't think it's going to matter, but they get the option. Drop a little cupcake on that. All right,
Do this again sometime.
good stuff. So let's see what we can do. More Viper Worms? Sure. Why not? Onto the Champion item chest. When you summon copies, I don't know, man. Let's just go with the Savage Shield, just the biggest Evelynn of the day. Onto the healer, just gonna cut out something expensive. We could look to cut out the Viper Worm since there's like 4 or 5 copies of it in our deck, but let's get rid of the Phantom Prankster. It's not doing anything here. And then on to Garen. And so round start. If the foe has the attack token, you give the foe's units +1 attack. I'm sorry, Garen. You're about to get murdered. About to get murdered. Okay, let's look for some Evelynns and some 2s. Found the Evelynn. shield in one hand, hammer in the other. She's fully geared out, right? She's got her hammer, her spear, her necklace,
I'm always
the entire kit.
What does he want from me?
All right, pass out all those stats everywhere.
if I slip in.
Looking good. Mobilize has actually been pretty decent in this deck. I had pretty low expectations for it, but it's been putting in a lot of work.
That was hot. Let's keep
We got in here a challenger. Let's just add Salter, pick up all the extra husks. Hopefully the extra husks will be enough to make this Mighty Poro be lethal.
playtime.
Are you lethal? It doesn't quite feel like it. Well, it should be.
Yes, I'm
We can hook the Badger Bear out of combat. Evelynn has Fearsome. The Prey has Elusive for 21. Then he has the 12 power Overwhelm coming at him with the Mighty Poro. So all right, yeah, not a bad set of games. I'll continue on with this this champion necklace thing. Add the additional copies to Evelynn to our deck. See how we feel over the next couple of battles. If you're not familiar with the playthrough series, these tend to be pretty crushing against the opponents until we get up to about the 3-star quests, and so you can kind of pick and choose how you want to do it, especially with Evelynn starting with 2 stars here. And so nice little learning experience, nice way to get kind of familiar with the cards, but I don't think we'll be having too much trouble until we get to a little bit higher star power quests. And so that is going to do it for us today. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Maybe learned a thing or two along the way and had a good time watching. This is Bust, and we thank you for being here.